Hey, welcome to this BuyBotPro video. Today I want to share some news with you and hopefully you'll watch this video and action it before the deadline because it really isn't too far away at the point of me recording this. So this concerns you if you are using the Pan-European program to fulfill your items across the European marketplaces. So some things have changed with this and we need to know what those changes are. Now, you may have had an email about this. There is an Amazon Seller Central article about it, which is what I've got up right now. So I'm just going to go through this with you and sort of break it down for you to help you understand, because it is, you know, there's quite a bit of reading to do there. So basically, starting on June the 25th, the Netherlands, so Amazon.nl, becomes a mandatory marketplace for Amazon's Pan-European FBA program. Okay, so until now, basically you could list on Germany, France, Italy, and Spain, and that was enough. You wouldn't have to do anything more than that. So from June the 25th onwards, to enroll new products in Pan-European FBA, you have to have an active offer in the Netherlands store. This is in addition to the existing listing requirements for Pan-European FBA. Later this year, you will have to list your existing Pan-European FBA offers in the Netherlands to stay in the program. We'll provide at least a 30-day notice before this requirement takes effect. So basically, if you don't follow this through, then you aren't going to be able to fulfill your products through the Pan-EU program. There is a list of existing Pan-European FBA offers that will be required in the Netherlands later this year. So by following this link, it will tell you what's required in your Seller Central account. The Pan-European FBA program includes additional store options, so Amazon.be, Amazon.se, Amazon.ie, and Amazon.pl. Offers in these stores remain optional. Okay, so it's now Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and Netherlands. Okay, that is the requirements. So you need to add your active offers to Amazon.nl by June 25th, 2025. So if you haven't already opened up your Seller Central into the Netherlands marketplace, go ahead and do it like now, especially when it comes to adding in your card details and so forth. I've had trouble with it in the past where it's not like worked for me for 2 weeks. I've not been able to branch out into a new marketplace for a little while. And then after a bit of back and forth with support and seemingly things going nowhere, I was then like just magically approved, it seems. And the card was working and I was allowed to go into the marketplaces. So yeah, just in case you have anything like that, go on it. It's best just to do it sooner rather than later. So you don't want to lose the Pan-EU status. There are a couple of enrollment exemption details and some grace periods. So local language product requirements, an exemption is granted for products in certain categories where labels or packaging in local language are required to sell in a store. So these categories include toys, baby, beauty, drugstore, personal care appliances, lawn and garden, and grocery. You've got 270 days to make your products locally compliant, so you've got a bit more time there. Product approval restricted. So an exemption is granted for a product if it is listed but cannot be activated because it is restricted by Amazon to be sold in a store. For example, products with certain ingredients cannot be sold legally in some European stores. So the grace period isn't limited on that one. Blocked Amazon European store accounts. So if you have a temporary blocked account in one of the European stores, all your product listings in that store remain deactivated. An exemption is granted for 90 days, within which your products remain enrolled in Pan-EU for other European stores. After 90 days, if the account is not activated, you will lose those benefits. Compliance EPR/WEEE. An exemption is granted for products that do not meet the extended producer responsibility EPR, or if applicable, waste from electrical and electronic equipment WEEE compliance requirement in Germany. So yeah, there's a couple of exemptions there. There's a few scenarios and exemption details. A little compliance tip from me is that Dutch VAT registration is not required just to list the ASINs in Amazon.nl, and you might need Dutch VAT/EPR registration if you begin stocking in Dutch warehouses. So what you should do is check current active ASINs, make sure that they're listed in the Netherlands. Use Amazon's Pan EU report /tools in Seller Central to identify some of your missing listings. Add your NL listings for any ASINs missing before June 25th. You don't want to have the eligibility removed. Consider VAT requirements only if you plan to store your stock in the Netherlands. Look for potential exemptions like we have here. And prepare for new products. Start listing them across all required marketplaces simultaneously. Amazon will keep sending you some alerts and reminders on this if any of your ASINs need updating, so you can check within Seller Central. You may get notified by email as well about some of your items. If you need any specialized VAT or EPR advice, I would advise to reach out to compliance specialists. But this is what's going on. Hopefully this has helped clarify some of this. Good luck with making all of the changes. Hopefully you can do it in time. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you soon.